Number 34. Let's go through these 10 examples. We see how case 4 will come to an end. Let's see how it goes. All right. So number 34 is saying you have Q minus EY being equal to M minus FY. All right. So what am I going to do now? Well, I could take EY to the other side. It would become positive. That means I would have one of the Y's being positive, or I could take this FY to the other side. It becomes positive. So whichever way I do it. Let's try to take FY to the left, right? So now I'm going to have FY being positive, and then minus EY, okay? Or I could start by writing EY. It doesn't matter. I could say this is going to be EY, then plus FY, okay? It's negative EY because it's a negative one. And then it is equal to, on the right, there is what? There is M, and Q is coming to subtract. Remember, we are grouping like terms, so numbers are going to one side, or things without Y are going to one side, and things with Y are going to one side. Now, when it's like this, I could rewrite it. Negative EY plus FY is the same as saying FY minus EY is equal to M minus Q. Why? Because EY is the one that's negative. Look here, the sign in front of EY is negative, so it's the one that's negative. So whether I write it first or last, I write it with its negative sign in front. This FY is a positive guy. So when you write him in front, there's going to be no sign in front of him. That's a convention. That's just what we agreed to say. But for positive guys, we don't have to put the plus. So we know that it's positive. Then this negative EY is negative. It only will change to positive if we take it to the other side of the equal sign, which we won't. So in this case, what do we now do? We factor out Y. It becomes Y. Then F minus E is equal to M minus Q. Then Y will now be equal to M minus Q over F minus E. Done. I go to number 35. What do? I'm making Y the subject. Okay. I see I have Y on the left and Y on the right. I have to expand. So what do? Y times V, YV. Y times negative R, signs are different. Your answer will be negative. Y times R is YR or RY. Doesn't matter. Is equal to dy plus B. Now, obviously, I'll take dy to the left where the other y's are. So I'll have YV minus YR. Then dy was positive. It becomes minus dy. Okay. Minus dy is equal to, will now be equal to B. I factor out y. I get V minus R minus D is equal to B. Y will be equal to B over V minus R minus D. Done. Let's go to number 36. I have Y on the left. Remember, I'm making Y the subject. I have Y on the left and Y on the right. So what will I do? What will I do in this case to make Y the subject? I have to expand. I have to expand because I have Y on the left and Y on the right. So I expand. Y times L becomes YL or LY plus Y times H becomes YH. Let's just say YH is equal to F times Y becomes FY plus F times A becomes AF. I take all the Y's to one side again. I can take them to the left. It becomes LY plus YH minus FY, because FY is coming to the left. It will now become a minus thing, and it is equal to AF. Obviously, I'm going to factor out Y. I'll remain with L. Okay, L plus H minus F being equal to AF. Then I'll get Y is equal to AF all over, because these guys were multiplying Y, this L plus H minus F, because they were in a bracket, so they were multiplying. When I take them to the left, they will divide. So it'll be O over L plus H minus F. Done. 37. Y plus 2 over Y minus 2 is equal to 4. Definitely, first thing, I have to split this fraction, man. I have to break this fraction because Y should not be in a fraction. So I'm going to break him. Take this Y minus 2 to the other side. I remain with Y plus 2 is equal to 4 multiplying Y minus 2. Okay, it's multiplying the whole thing because the whole thing came when 4 was already there. Now I have Y on the left, Y on the right. How do I make Y the subject? I have to expand. Y plus 2 is equal to 4 times Y becomes 4Y. 4 times negative 2, the answer is negative. The signs are different. 4 times 2 is 8. What do I do now? I have 4Y on the left and Y on the right. Now I need you to be alert. Okay? This is easier now. 4Y and Y. Who is bigger? It's 4Y's, because 4Y is 4Y's. and y only has 1. So 4y is bigger. So what do? I have to take the y's to the right hand side where there's 4y, the bigger guy. So I'll now remain, because the right hand side, you remember we said that the bigger y, or the bigger whatever of the two guys, the one that is bigger in your subject has to be positive. He has to go to a side where he is positive. So here 4y is bigger. Where is he positive? On the right. If you take him to the left, he's going to become negative. So that means I'm going to keep him on the right hand side, right? And I'm going to take the y to the right. So it's going to be 2 now. 8 is coming. It will be plus 8. It will now be equal to 4y minus y. 2 plus 8 is 10, is equal to 4y minus y is going to be 3y. If you want to know the answer here, you see again when I do more on algebra, when we're talking about simplification, how to simplify. When you're simplifying, what you do is y's add to y's, x's to x's, numbers to numbers. So here we have 4y minus y. Both of them have y. So what we're going to do is we can work with them. When we are adding or subtracting guys that have the same letter, what we do is we add or subtract the coefficient, then we put the letter at the end. So what are the coefficients? The coefficients are the numbers in front. So in this case, I have 4y minus y, which is the same as saying minus 1y. So I have 4y minus 1y. So if I were to put in the calculator, I would say 4 minus 1. I look at the numbers in front. Here there is a 4, and then minus y. There is a 1 there. So I can say 4 minus 1, I get 3. 3 what? Y's. I'll put the letter at the end, so 3y. Then now when it's like this, I'll just take the 3 to the other side. So 10 over 3 will be equal to y. So it's so easy, right? You just ignore the letter. If the letter is the same, if you're dealing with guys that have the same letter, okay, and the same power of that letter. So you can't add a y squared to a y. No, it's a y to a y. When it's like that, you add the numbers or subtract the numbers that are in front. You work with the numbers that are in front. They're called coefficients. And then at the end, when you put your answer, you put with that letter. Okay, so it'll be 3 here, and it's 3 what? 3y. 3y's, okay. Now we take 3 to the other side. We got 10 over 3 is equal to y. Number 38, let's go. V minus y over v plus y is equal to 3 over 4. Well, I have one fraction on the left and one on the right. When I have a situation like that, what do? I cross multiply. When I have one fraction on the left and one fraction on the right, I definitely just cross multiply like that. 4 times that, so it's going to be 4 multiplying v minus y is equal to 3 multiplying v plus y. Doesn't matter how you write it. What do I do now? Obviously, I have to expand because I have y on the left and y on the right. 4 times v, it becomes 4v. 4 times negative y, the signs are different. Your answer is negative. 4 times y is 4y. Is equal to 3 times v is just 3v. 3 times y, the signs are the same. Answer is positive. 3 times y is 3y. Now, who is bigger, 4y or 3y? 4y. Where is he positive? On the left or on the right? On the right. So we take him there. And it so happens that 3y is also positive on the right. So that's good for us. But we work with the bigger guy. The bigger guy is the one that decides for us. So here, the y's are going to the right because that's where 4y is positive. So I have 4v on the left. The v's are coming there definitely. 3v will come, so it'll be minus 3v is equal to, this 4y goes to the right, becomes 4y plus 3y was already there. It's still a 3y, positive 3y. 4v minus 3v is v. Okay, remember what do we say? We say 4 minus 3. In the calculator, we get 1. So it'll be 1 over what? Of v, which is just v, is equal to 4y plus 3y. Again, you say 4 plus 3, you get 7. 7 of what? Of y. So it'll be 7y's. Then I take 7 to the other side. V over 7 is equal to y. Done. We go to number 39. We have y multiplying d minus f is equal to f multiplying y plus h plus k. Wow. Really? Oh, my. Yeah. What else can you do? We have y on the left, y on the right. Let's expand, boys. Let's expand. So we're going to have yd minus, because the signs are different, y times negative f, the signs are different. Your answer will be negative. Y times f becomes yf is equal to f times y is just yf or fy. Doesn't matter how we write it. F times h is just plus fh. F times k is going to be fk or kf. Wow, when it's like this, everything with y, we take it to one side. So I'm going to have yd minus yf, and then this yf goes again. It's going to be minus another yf or fy. Let's write it as yf so that they look the same. Is now equal to, on the right, we remain with fh plus fk. What do? I factor out y. Y comes out. I have d minus f. Oh, let's first simplify, right? Sorry for that. Let's simplify. Negative yf minus yf. They are the same, right? So we can combine. In the calculator, what do we punch? Minus 1, minus 1. Okay, because there is a minus 1 here and there's a minus 1 there. So you just say minus 1, you get minus 2. So it'll be yd minus 2 what? Minus 2yf is equal to fh plus fk. Oh my. For real? Yeah. What do I do now? I factor out y. Y comes out. I remain with d minus yf. Sorry, d minus 2f rather. Man, the y comes out. D minus 2f is equal to fh plus fk. I will now have y being equal to fh plus fk all over d minus 2f. Wow! Beautiful! Yeah, bo. It's amazing, I know. Let's go to this one. Y plus x over y minus x, the square root of all that, is equal to 3. So definitely when I see it like that, this square root is affecting everybody. I have to get rid of him. I take him to the other side, is going to become the power of 2. I remain with y plus x over y minus x is equal to 3 squared. Right? And 3 squared, I know it's a 9, so I'm going to have y plus x is equal to, I'm definitely going to break the fraction by taking the denominator to the other side. So it's going to be, what is there? 9 here. And I take that denominator to the other side, is going to multiply, is going to be y minus x. So y minus x is coming to multiply 3 squared, which is just 9, right? All right. When I have it like this, I have y on the left, y on the right. I have to expand. So y plus x will be equal to 9 times y is 9y. 9 times negative x, the signs are different. Your answer is negative. 9 times x is 9x. I'm going to take the y's to one side and the x's to one side, okay? The y's, group like terms, the guys with y's, because that's what I'm making the subject. Who is bigger, 9y or y? 9y, so I'm going to take them to the side where 9y is positive, and that's the right. So they're all going to go to the, oh my, look, my battery is running low, I have to be fast. All right, they're all going to go to the right, so I'm going to have x, and then this 9x is coming, is going to be plus 9x, will be equal to, on the right we have 9y, then this y is coming to subtract minus y. X plus 9x is 10x, is equal to 9y minus y is 8y. Wonderful. Then I take 8 to the other side. I have 10x over 8 is equal to y. Wow, really? Yes. Yeah, boo. That is it. Wow, I'm excited. Yeah, you should be. Let's go to number 41. Let's be fast, right? Take square root to the other side. I'm going to speak a bit fast here. We have to take square root to the other side. Wow, are you sure? Yeah, we have to take it to the other side. Why are we taking it to the other side? Simply because we have to get rid of it, because it's affecting everyone on the left where our subject is. So I'm going to have q plus y over q minus y is equal to the whole of 2 over 3 is going to be squared. And we now know by experience that when I square a fraction, the top and the bottom will be squared. So I'm going to have q plus y over q minus y being equal to 2 squared is 4 over 3 squared is 9. Well, now I have one fraction on the left and one on the right. What do? Cross multiply to break your fractions. So 9 goes and multiplies the q plus y. So 9 is multiplying q plus y. If you're not sure, you take a pencil, you do that and that. And then it is equal to, equal sign, don't you forget it. 4 is there and it's multiplying q minus y. Come on, what is happening? Is it the battery? We have to finish. Wow. We have to finish. Multiplying q minus y. Then what do I do now? I expand, because I see I have y on the left and y on the right. So definitely now I have experience. So 9q plus 9y is equal to 4q. Then 4 times negative y is negative. Signs are different. 4 times y is 4y. Well, who's bigger, 9y or 4y? 9y. So where am I going to take the y's? To the left, because that's where 9y is positive. Well, lucky for me, 4y will also be positive. So 9y plus 4y, because it was negative on the left. When it goes to the right, it will become positive. Be alert. Don't make a mistake here, please. After doing all this hard work, you make a mistake. Come on, you can't. Will be equal to, on the right, we have 4q, and then 9q is coming. We'll subtract minus 9q. 9y plus 4y is 13y is equal to 4q minus 9q is negative 5q. Then to make y the subject, where will I continue here? All right. Then to make y the subject, I just finish it up. Okay. To make y the subject, how do I finish it up, sir? Well, to make y the subject, I take 13 to the other side. I will have y is equal to negative 5q all over 13. I'm done. Let's go to number 42. only 3 more questions. I hope it doesn't switch off whilst we're still finishing up, yeah? We take the square root to the other side. I'm going to have m multiplying y plus p over y is equal to n squared, because the square root goes to the other side, it will become a power of 2. Straight. All right, now what do I do? Oh, I have to break the fraction straight away. Take the denominator to the other side. M multiplying y plus p is equal to n squared y, because y will come and multiply, so it'll be n squared y. Wow. Ouch. Then I see that I have y on the left and y on the right. What do I have to do? I have to expand. Even if there's one left on that one y on the right, I don't care. I have to expand. So I expand, I get my plus mp is equal to n squared y. Are we together? I hope we are. Then I take the y's to one side, okay? I would like to take them to the right in respect of n squared. So it's going to be mp is equal to n squared y. My is coming into now subtract minus my. Really? Yebo. What do we have? mp being equal to, I factor out y, I remain with n squared minus m. Then definitely I now know that my final solution, which I'm going to put there for space, I'm an air traffic controller, yeah? Air aviation controller. I'm directing the airplane to land in port 7. So I'm going to take n squared minus m to the right hand side. I'm going to have mp over n squared minus m being equal to y. We are done. I hope I'm teaching one person who's going to be an aviation controller, yeah? Probably working in Dubai, UAE, yeah? Or something like that. Largest airport. Maybe the one in Britain, yeah? Let's go to number 43 and 44 before the laptop switches off, yeah? M minus y is equal to 3y minus m, O over n. What do I do to make y? Oh, I have a fraction on the right. And y isn't a fraction. Y is a subject. It has to be the subject. So I have to break the fraction. Take n to the other side. N multiplying m minus y is equal to 3y minus m. What do I do? Well, I have y on the left and y on the right. I have to expand. So n times m becomes nm. Then n times negative y. Signs are different. Joints will be negative. N times y will be ny. It'll be equal to 3y minus m. Well, I have to take the y's to one side. In respect of 3y, since 3 is a number, I'm going to take them to the right, because 3y will be positive there. All right. So I'm going to remain with nm. And then this negative m comes to the other side. It will be plus m is equal to, on the right, I have 3y. Negative ny becomes plus ny. Be careful. Don't you make a mistake. I don't know if I made a mistake in the video you see as you're going through a bad doubt. But I don't want you to make a mistake. I don't have to factorize the left-hand side. I don't care about it. Okay, I could have, but I don't care. It is equal to, it's not necessary. I pull y out, y, and then I remain with 3 plus n. I take it to the other side. I have nm plus m O over 3 plus n being equal to y. Beautiful. And I'm done. And I'm left with one more question. All right. We're going to have a freestyle subject of the formula last bunch of questions. I'm going to record it in the next video. Maybe 1 or 2 videos. I'm not sure. Probably will fit in 1 video, but maybe to make it short, I might make them 2. But it's just going to be a freestyle way. I'm just bringing in questions from everywhere. And a few more. There's no real deep concept to learn anymore. I think you've learned everything now, or almost everything. We'll see. Now you're almost done with this chapter. Definitely in at least like 1 or 2 videos you're done. And you know you have a very strong background. And you're now going into deeper waters, right? Number 44, before the laptop switches off again. Q minus CY is equal to F minus EY. What would I do here? Well, let me take EY to the left. So I'm going to have negative CY is still there. EY is coming to add. It's going to be plus. EY is going to be F now is there. Q is going to subtract there. Then now we know that I can rewrite it to say EY minus CY, because negative CY is the one that's negative, right? Is equal to F minus Q. CY is the one that's negative. So whether I write him first or last, I write him with his sign. All right, now I factor out Y. Y, I remain with E minus C is equal to F minus Q. Remember, I'm not shouting. Okay, I'm actually happy. I'm proud of you guys. But I'm proud of you people. But the reason that I'm saying it is to emphasize so that you don't forget. Now I take E minus C to the other side. Y will be equal to F minus, my pen is about to run out of battery. F minus Q over E minus C. And we are done. Exciting. Goodbye for now. See you in the next videos. Bye.